The fury of a woman, it doesn't stir up easy. And you cannot be so infantile, David Faulks, that you would think that my fury was stirred up because I'm naturally crazy and not because you came near me, you wild animal, and stirred it up by your sick and improper actions. That's all I have by way of introduction. The Lord has a message to bring. That's why I'm under my mantle. I was going to make this prophecy without the mantle because the way that I hate to bring my flesh anywhere near this business, for this is the business of Jesus Christ. The Master's Voice Prophecy blog is a place of business. It's not a place where I tell you to sow your seed. I don't tell you to give me money. Keep me on the air. Keep us on the air. Keep us broadcasting. Keep us broadcasting. Sow your seed. Excuse me, please. I don't ever tell anyone, sow your seed. Sow seed. I need seed to stay online. Donate. Fund me. This is a place of business. It's open for as many hours as my flesh can manage to sit here. Right now it's 6:40 in the morning, and I haven't slept ever since I woke up yesterday. There's a bunch of us, we've been working all through yesterday, the 7th. All through yesterday, the 6th, Friday, the 6th of March, 2026, into now, Saturday, the 7th. Of March 2026, we've been working, we've been looking, we've been digging, we've been doing what the United States Police Force will never do. But I'll talk about that. If I wanted help, I'd have to help myself. And so I'm sitting here under my mantle because the Lord told me to wear it. Because my function, my calling, my purpose is a car prepared for me before I was born. The calling was prepared before I was prepared. The calling existed in the mind of God to be his end times messenger before he then took clay and knit me together in my mother's belly. In the darkness of her, I was formed. And for that woman to be afraid because of you and to cry and to tell me, sweetheart, every time you put that camera on, my heart leaves my body. And for you to show up and make it worse. May the Lord repay into your life the seed that you thought you had the right to sow. I'm under my mantle, and I'm here in my call and my office. I would have come just as a normal woman, brethren, a child of God like anybody else, but the Lord told me, wear it when you go out, because not only are you speaking from me, the reason I am here to speak about something that has been going on for about 3 years, in addition to the abuse, in addition to the mocking and the scoffing, in addition to the reaction videos, in addition to the doxing, in addition to the racial hatred, in addition to the disrespect from the Black community, who still are capable of racial hatred. The reason I'm under the mantle and not just here as myself is because it was the Lord who was the final linchpin. Yes, I got the advice. Yes, I got the wise counsel. Yes, without telling the circle around me what I felt I should do. The people who pray for me, without telling them what to say, I allowed them to speak. And everyone was in agreement except myself. And the only reason that I'm here in the mantle is because when I was still conflicted what to do, the Lord said to me, Celestial, how do you know the pains of Isaiah? And how do you know the woes of Jeremiah? Jeremiah suffered so much and he cried so much that he's known as the weeping prophet. I'm not the weeping prophet. I'm known as the hateful nigger who hates America. I'm known as the lying serpent. I'm known as the prophetic witch. I'm known as Satan knows the Bible too, you know. The Lord said, how do you know Jeremiah's pain? How do you know that he was slapped, Celestial? How do you know that they put him into the toilet, the basement where all the human waste used to run until he was in the foul sewer water up to his waist? How do you know that he cried? How do you know that I once told him to buy land in his personal capacity, not as the prophet? And that's when my brain unlocked and I understand what God was telling me. I said, Lord, because he wrote it. He said, yes. The prophet's experience is intertwined with the prophet's path. You cannot separate the pains you suffer for the ministry from the ministry.